Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my Roll with Nat Relocation Concierge. I am in the beautiful gated community up in Lomas Mironas with Danielle Gingras, who arrived, less than a month ago now.
Yes, just over 3 weeks and a day.
It's been 3 weeks and a day. So welcome to the DR.
Thank you.
So Danielle and I actually ended up working together on a few things that you needed to get done when you arrived. But I really wanted Danielle to share her experience of the why, like what made you decide that DR would be your next sort of chapter?
I needed to get away from winter mostly because at my age I couldn't do it, the arthritis, and I wanted to get away from the politicalness.
Yep.
I came to visit. I did 3 weeks here.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, I went around everywhere. Punta Cana, Las Terrenas. I went all over. And between Sosua and Cabarete is where my heart was. While I was here those 3 weeks, one moment I'm selling back home. I'm not. I'm selling. I'm not. So one night, before going to bed, I said, I need a sign. Am I moving or not?
Yeah.
I get an email from the real estate agent that said, the people I showed your property to 2 years ago want to make an offer.
Oh, wow.
That was my sign.
Ah.
Went home, sold everything, and here I am.
So what was your, so we did our process in 3 months. What was was it a 6 month ago or 7?
The sale went through mid-December.
Okay.
And they were taking possession the 1st of June.
Okay, so a good
6
months.
Yeah.
6 months. And I think that's one of the questions I get sometimes, like, how fast and how slow can I do this? And it really depends on your unique situation.
Yes, I think so. I had a horse ranch, so I had horses to place. I had boarders to take care of.
Yeah.
Didn't want to just leave them out nowhere.
So you've been here only 3 weeks. It's a short window to be asking you all the things. And I know some of the things, but what are the things, obviously from last year when you visited, but now, what are the things that have struck you about the DR that you're like, oh, I didn't know this was going to be this way?
I came without expectations.
That is everybody listen to that. No expectations.
No expectations. My visit, now that I'm here and I'm permanent, it's concrete. The Dominicans are a loving people. People are friendly. They're willing to help. You go to the bank, you go to the grocery store, everybody says hola. It's friendly. You don't have to pack your own groceries here.
I know. We haven't packed groceries in 15 months. I have carried them out a couple times. Like when it's a small bag, I'm like, I still tip the guy 50 pesos because, you know, you're not bringing it out. But I'm like, I'm good. Like, it's a small bag. I can handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that I will never have to pump my own gas anymore. They pump your gas here.
Like back in the day. Back in the day.
The windshields get washed.
Yeah.
And they smile.
Yeah, they're happy.
They're happy. And to learn the Spanish, to learn the language, what I'm finding is the Dominicans are so willing to help you learn their language.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bit by bit. The biggest thing for me here is the quality of the food.
Yeah.
The fruits, the vegetables, the avocados, everything is picked ripe.
Yeah. The freshness of it.
I've never eaten a mango that tasted like a mango.
Well, it's mango season right now. We're end of June. It's still, but yeah, mango season is.
I had my first papaya in my life here. Oh,
are you
gosh.
Are you a papaya girl?
I
can't.
I don't really like it, but I
don't.
had to try it.
No, we did try it and I couldn't do it. There's no taste for me.
And I came here alone. I'm close to retirement age. And even the expats, the Canadians that are here, are so helpful. I feel alone, but I'm not lonely.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's an important one because people often think, they're seeing us online and they're seeing us do all the things. And I think people do get together, but at the end of the day, when you decide to live here, you're essentially living your life. You know, I mean, you're close to retirement. I have a family with a young child, so my life is very different from yours. And that's what I was just saying, like, oh, after I leave here, I'm going to stop see other clients and then take my daughter to Taekwondo and then have dinner and then, the beat is different. So it's important to know that. Yeah. I want to go back to that thing you said that you didn't have expectations. Why do you think that is?
Because for me, expectations leads to disappointments.
Okay.
I came with an open mind and soul. I'm coming to a new country. I cannot bring Canada here. I'm not in Canada.
Yeah. And I love your mindset on that, because you did experience a couple of roadblocks in your first week.
Oh my.
We don't necessarily have to share about them, but you did encounter those roadblocks, and yes, you got frustrated and you got mad and there were some tears, but you also looked at it, okay, well, this is not where I'm supposed to be. Move on to the next one.
Move on to the next one.
Yeah.
And move on. Something is guiding me elsewhere.
Yeah.
When I was back home in Canada, there was something pulling me to the Dominican.
Yeah.
I haven't met him yet. If it's a him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it here. No buts. I don't know what the words to.
So you've already,
heavenly.
Yeah, you already shared about the food, that the fresh food is something that you love. I know that you brought Molly, so
Yeah.
you have a fur baby. Can you share a little bit for those maybe who are watching and do have fur babies and they want to bring them? What was that process for you to get Molly on the plane? Because I think you got her in right in the cutoff, right? Because there's a June till October, I think they don't fly big animals.
They won't fly if it's a high temperature back home.
Yeah.
However, it is a long process and you have to use a third party now.
Okay.
Since COVID, international shipping of animals that have to be in cargo have to go through a third party.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so instead of costing $400, it was $1,800 to ship her.
Oh wow. Maybe you'll be able to share that info with me. We can drop it for anybody who is looking to bring their fur babies.
And there's each country or each province probably has a different
rule.
company.
Yeah.
That's international.
Oh, it's an international rule. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
So I'll give you the card of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be done that way.
Wow.
I had to have her rabies shots done.
Yeah.
That was it. And you need that 10 days prior to flying.
And a direct flight, right? You have to have a direct flight. Yeah.
Cannot. No. I had thought of maybe flying through the States, but that was even more complicated.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have found a home that has a yard for Molly, and that was an important one. And I think when you're searching for a place, we all have. Molly's growling because there's some dogs barking.
Yep.
We're living the Dominican experience. By the way, we went on lighting for view.
Yeah.
That's why it's a little darker today.
And it hides my wrinkles.
And the wrinkles are a little bit hidden. But for you, it was important that you have a yard. You needed a villa.
Yes.
And that's an important thing to think about, folks, when you are deciding to come down. What is it you want? What is it? I repeat myself all the time. What is it you want?
Okay.
What is it that you need? And what is your budget going to be? Because at the end of the day, sometimes you're going to find a nugget, and I feel like this is a nugget. Yeah. Like this is a 3-bedroom villa, 3 baths, huge outdoor space, great for entertaining, huge yard, and we're not going to reveal the pricing, but you got a really great deal.
Yes, very, very.
And it includes electricity.
And Wi-Fi.
However, it's up in the mountain.
Yes.
Like it's on the side of the mountain. So if you're looking for beachside property, then
this is not
it.
I was not looking for beach. Yeah. I don't need to be on the beach at my age. If I want to go to the beach, I've got a car and go to the beach for a few hours.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that, if somebody's watching and they want to come down and do this and they're sort of overwhelmed, maybe terrified, they're near retirement, what advice do you have for them?
It's the best move you can make.
Best move, eh?
The best move. There's no more shoveling. There's no more arthritis. It's so totally different. I already feel healthier.
You can go to the pharmacy and get anything you want.
Anything you want.
Any cream, any pills.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And I think it's the food I've been eating. I feel healthier.
Feel better.
I'm moving more. Because back home in the wintertime, I don't go out.
Yeah. So,
yeah, it's...
So do it.
Do it.
That's your advice?
Yes, do it. Don't be afraid. Come down and visit if you want.
So that's what I was going to say is that come down and try it out. If you're able to come down for 2-3 weeks.
At least 3.
Explore a little bit like Danielle did. Check out the different areas. I remember saying too, for one of the places that you stayed at for a few days was how did you feel when you went in? Like, did it feel good? And you said, yeah, you know, the villa was a cottage and it was wood and it reminded
Yes,
you, right?
like home.
Does it feel good? Like, we live in a 2-bedroom condo, and for some people that is a no-go.
Yeah, for me it's a no-go.
I saw the pictures of our place and I remember thinking, this is nice. And this spoke to me, and we literally, just like you, walk out and the pool is there and our daughter can just go out and play, and I can sit in my office window and I see her in the pool. So I can work inside. She's a strong enough swimmer. I can watch her from outside. So something to consider when you are looking for accommodations. Any other tips? What else did...
Well, if you're coming down to look for long term, I would think you rent something while you're looking around.
Yeah.
Not necessarily jump on the first one you see unless it's absolutely it.
Yeah.
But take the time to look at the different locations, the different areas, what you want. I'm up in the mountain, like Natalie said, and the thing I love about it is there's a constant breeze.
There is a breeze, yeah. You don't need the air on because you're not a fan of air.
No, and I didn't want to be on the beach. I don't want all that traffic or the amount of people. I wanted quiet.
More solitude, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that speaks to a lot of people, and I think that will too. And I think this area, I'm going to have to come up and investigate and discover it a little bit more. Last thing, what are your thoughts on the driving?
Oh my gosh, yes, it's fun. If you've driven in Montreal in a snowstorm, you can drive here. It's a new learning. It's definitely a new learning. If you're going to turn left, you make sure the Montoconcho is not cutting you off on the left.
Yes.
I have never looked in my mirrors as much as I do here.
Are you tired after you drive? I always feel like when I do a lot of driving, I'm tired.
Well, I went to Santiago the other day and I was exhausted.
I believe you.
Yeah, I find driving in Sosua harder than Cabarete. Depends on the areas.
Yeah, well, Cabarete only has one road, so there's nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
You either go straight through and turn around.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
And the thing you got to learn here, you want to turn, you don't hesitate. There's no hesitation.
You got to own it.
Yeah. You do not let nobody through, you just go.
Yeah. And I said that to my daughter one day. We were crossing Route 5 in Cabarete, and she hesitated. I'm like, walk. You have to own it. The drivers and the motos need to know that you're owning the space. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, it's different.
I love that. It's much different.
Yeah, but you can get used to it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you for having me.
It's like so quick. I think you're the first person I interview that it's been only this short amount of
3
time.
weeks. I can't believe it.
We'll have to do another one in 6 months and see where you are at that point in
As
time.
I discover more and more of the good restaurants.
Exactly. And there are tons of great places to
Oh.
eat. The food is incredible. You have to go down to Callejon. I found some new ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Folks, if you are thinking of relocating and you're overwhelmed, you're not sure where to start, it all starts with a conversation. So go into the description, click the Calendly link, and let's have a conversation and see where you're at in the process. And if we're a good fit, maybe we can work together. Whatever you choose to do today, have an incredible day. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you can get notified for all the new ones that are coming out right now. And I want this video to go out especially to my biggest fan ever. His name is Noel, and he was here visiting about 2 weeks ago. Noel, big hi to you. Thank you for being here, and this video is dedicated to you. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks, Danielle.
Hey, you're welcome. And Natalie, she's the best to help you get through this whole thing.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate that. Whatever you choose to do again, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.